Hey everybody, what is going on? Welcome to another PyOpenGL with Python and Pygame tutorial video. In this video, we are going to kind of build on the last video where we were drawing our cube and we're really excited, but we're not really fully convinced this is, what's so special about this? We could have drawn this in Pygame. So why do we care? So we're going to add one more quick function here to make you guys really excited. And so that function, we'll put it right before GL clear. And that's going to be GL rotate F. And then this takes the following parameters. You've got degrees, X, Y, and Z. Or angle, X, Y, Z. So we'll just say we'll modify it by 1. And then X, Y, Z. Let's just put 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. All through. Okay? So save and run that. And now you have yourself a beautifully rotating cube. Now, I'm recording in like 7 frames a second, so it probably doesn't look as good on my screen as it does on your screen, but there you have a rotating cube. So conversely, we can obviously change some stuff up here. So we could rotate, this by 5 units, let's say. So, like quite the fast rotation there. And then we can do other things too, like as you probably saw, it was almost like it rotated on a singular axis. So we could do something like this. And now it doesn't look so much like it's on a single axis. So, like I was saying before, there's a lot of things in here that we have to take into account as far as like what everything looks like. I'm going to go ahead and take out rotate because I think it kind of causes a problem as far as visualizing the changes. So we're back to looking at our cube like this. And so now what we want to do is let's talk about the various functions we have. So we have like GL rotate, and this is basically sort of like where we might be. And so we can make this like, let's make this 40, and then let's make this a 5. Okay, so that's your X parameter. And you see how we're almost like above the cube. So that's kind of like a different perspective for us. And then we can make this 10. And you see that we're now just barely, like we're like just barely moving above the cube. And then we can make this 75. Now we're like almost on top of the cube. Okay, so that's that. And as you might be able to imagine, we could say 90. And now we're actually on top of the cube. It looks like the same view that we looked at before, but it is not. So that's how we can like fixed rotate things. So for example, we did 1 degree before, or I forget what we had before, but I think it was just 1. But I think it looked like that. Or no, actually, I think we had 20 degrees before. It was like this. And then maybe X was 1 or something. I can't remember. Anyway, you can do that. And then we can also do, let's move this 5 and this 3 or something. So now you can see it's a completely different view. So that's the rotate. Let's go ahead and reset this to 0, 0, and 0. So where we are at the moment, it's just like almost pretty much a frontal view. Now let's talk about translate. So like I said, like this one was moving us back, so moving back, so to speak. So what we could do, like let's say we want to do -25, for example. Now we're really far back. There's our cube way back there. Let's make this 40. Hold on, let's rotate 20. See if we can get it. There we go. So now it looks a little bit more like a cube. So now we're like moved way back. We can also do something like this. So this is your X, this is your Y. So we can do 25 on the Y. It's just gone. Let's do 1 on the Y then. Let's just try that, see where it is. Right So now let's do 6. See, so it's moved up quite a bit. So it's just, you know, basically where are we in relation to the cube. And then we have GLU perspective. This one was basically where kind of like we are, but let's first visualize where we are. So there's our cube. Let's go ahead and bring the cube a little closer just so we can get a better feel for it. So let's do -5. Okay, so we're quite a bit closer to the cube, kind of visualize where we are there. And let's change this 45. We'll change that now to a 90. Okay. Then we'll come out of here. We'll put this back to a 45 degrees. That's our ratio. And these are your clipping planes. Still can't really illustrate clipping planes for you. I mean, well, maybe we can. How big was that cube? Let's go look at the cube again real quick. We could maybe do like 1.5. Let's try to see if we can get away with 1.5. No. Okay. Let's do 4. There we go. Okay, so a clipping plane, basically what's happened here is it's almost like there's like a wall, you know, a few units back, and anything past that wall is not showing up anymore. So it's literally like clipped away. And you have a clipping plane both on the front and the back. So we could change this. Let's just add, like, let's make this 5 first of all, and then let's re-show it. Okay, so it's clipping some of that stuff in the back. But then we can do, let's make this 6 and 2, and hopefully it'll clip the front a little bit for us. Not yet. Let's make it 3 then. Oh my goodness, I cannot seem to get rid of it. How far back are we? You're right, so we're kind of like -5 back. So what if we did, let's make it 5 and 8. Okay, so now you can see that it goes all the way back, but we've basically clipped the front. So if we were to continue zooming in or something, it would keep like erasing. I'm pointing to my screen as if y'all can see me pointing to the screen. Great. Anyway, it would keep moving that. So this is like clipping on the front and the back. Now just keep in mind that always is a positive number in relation to like where you are. But generally people are going to be like 0.1 and like 50. And the reason why that matters is if you're changing your perspective while you're in the this rendition, and say you're zooming out, like you're zooming way out, eventually you want that to just disappear, right? And especially if you're zooming out, like there's no reason for it to even be there on the screen at some point. And then same thing with zooming in. Eventually it has to like just cut away, you know. So anyways, that's that. I still have to show you a few more other things and why things are important. So stay tuned for that. And thanks for watching.